Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to dive into a very important topic, healing through meditation and Ho'oponopono. I am Sheetal with my partner Trupti. We'll be exploring what healing really means, how to practice it, and why sometimes it doesn't seem to work. Let's get started, Trupti. So let me ask you a very fundamental question, Trupti. What is healing to you?
Hi, everybody. So, thanks, Sheetal, for this. So, healing to me is like, what do I say? Should I start with the story? I think that will make a lot of sense. The story of Lord Rama, like building the bridge to Lanka. Just like each stone that he put in that bridge that helped him to reach his goal. Healing is like that pure thing for me, that you build one step at a time. Small action that we take, whether it is meditation or self reflection or forgiveness, it brings us closer to inner peace. So, what about you, Sheetal? What is your take on healing?
That's a beautiful way to look at it. I see healing as the process of becoming whole again, much like how Lord Krishna, through his guidance in the Bhagavad Gita, helps Arjuna reconnect with his purpose. Healing is about understanding what everything we need is already within us. As Tony Robbins says, you are already whole. Healing is about remembering that wholeness.
Absolutely. I just love it. It's like, like the lotus flower that rises above the water. It remains rooted to the earth, but yet it blooms with purity and grace. And that is what healing is all about. Healing is that process of rising up and finding our inner light. So true.
Why do you think healing is so important in today's world?
Healing is very important in today's world because I feel it's so essential because it helps us to reconnect with our authentic selves. We are living in such a fast paced world, and sometimes we forget to take that small pause and take care of our inner well being. Again, now this reminds me of the story of Arjuna on the battlefield. Like before he could move forward, he had to regain clarity and reconnect with his purpose. And that is what healing is, like regain your clarity to face life's battles with strength and wisdom.
Absolutely so true. And just like how Arjuna found his guidance in Lord Krishna, we too can find guidance within ourselves when we take time to heal. Healing is a crucial because it's not only transforms our inner world but also positively impacts our outer world. As somebody has told, when you heal, the world around you begins to transform as well.
Yeah, that's so true. As you heal around and the world will transform as well. So healing is like one lighting that lamp, I feel, once it is lit, it not only brightens our path, but also lights the way for others around us. When we heal, we radiate that much positive energy to those we interact with. That's so true.
So, Trupti, let's talk about how people can actually start practicing healing through meditation or through Ho'oponopono. What do you think? Where can we begin with?
Well, I believe that the first step is awareness when we start healing. And so, just to say that, yes, I'm aware that I have this problem, and then setting a clear intention to heal that problem. And when we set that intention to heal, we pave the way for transformation. And for meditation, we can just start with 5 minutes a day. People think, no, we have to sit for 20 minutes and all that. No, we just have to sit for 5 minutes a day, do some focus on your breath, and be present in the moment. That's all.
I mean, I have seriously and personally experienced this when I started meditation a few years ago. I could never sit for 20 minutes, not even 10 minutes. So I started very small, like as you said, 5 minutes. So that's how I started. And now I'm able to sit for nearly an hour for meditation. So I feel slow and steadily wins the race. And
Absolutely.
again, intention is everything. And with Ho'oponopono, the practice is simple yet profound. It's based on the four phrases, and I love these phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. These words help clear emotional blockages and brings harmony. Think of it as a planting seeds in a garden. With time and nurturing, these seeds grow into beautiful plants. Each time we practice, we are tending to the garden of our mind and heart.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Sheetal. It's like the river that flows continuously. Healing is like that river that is flowing continuously, that flow of energy. As long as you keep practicing, even with small, consistent steps, we are moving forward on the path to our own well being. It's like those small drops that make the ocean, right? Small daily actions that lead to big transformations.
I love that quote. It's true that healing is not about dramatic changes overnight, it's about those small, consistent steps. I always think about how Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna about karma in the Gita. We don't have control over the outcome, but we can do what is controlling our actions. Right? Similarly, with healing, we can take the right actions and we have to trust the process. Now, Trupti, sometimes people feel that they are doing all the right things, but healing still doesn't seem to be working for them. What can be the reason for that? Why it doesn't work for many people and why it works for many people as well?
Yeah, that's such a good question because this question keeps coming to our clients, as you know. And I believe that healing requires patience, much like how it takes time for a seed to grow into a tree, right? And people often want immediate results. We are living in that world right now of instant gratification, that today I'll start healing and tomorrow there'll be positivity. But healing is a journey that unfolds in its own time. A beautiful garden doesn't grow overnight, right? Healing is similar. It requires persistence, faith, and patience.
Yes, I completely agree. Healing also requires openness and surrender, much like how Draupadi surrendered her burdens to Lord Krishna and was saved. Sometimes healing isn't about doing more, it's about letting go and allowing the universe to take over. As sometimes once said, healing happens when you surrender to the flow of life and trust in the process.
Yeah. And another reason that healing actually doesn't work at times is that we may be holding on to a lot of these patterns and beliefs. It's like trying to sail with an anchor still in the water. You really need to lift that anchor to move forward, right? So, healing requires us to release those limiting beliefs, to release those fears, to release all that, and trust that we are capable of transformation.
Okay, now let's talk about how we can overcome these barriers. How can people work through the challenges that come with healing?
I think the first step is awareness. We need to be aware of what our doubts are, what our limitations are, what our fears are, what is really holding us back. So first you become aware of all this by bringing our attention to the present moment and acknowledging our emotions. We then start to begin to release what no longer serves us.
Yes, I would like to add that mindfulness is very essential. When we practice being present, we give ourselves the space to observe without judgment. It's like the stillness of the mountain. No matter the storm, the mountain remains grounded. In healing, we need that some stillness to stay centered even when emotions or life circumstances become challenging.
And I would also say, Sheetal, here I would like to add is self compassion that we need throughout the process. Healing isn't a linear journey, right? It has its own ups and downs. But just like the bamboo that bends with the wind and never breaks, we have to be firm and grounded and compassionate with ourselves. And that's where resilience also we form, right? Healing is all about progress. It's not about perfection, and that's where people think take this for granted, that it's all about perfection, but it's all about progress, those small baby steps. By practicing meditation, ho'oponopono, and staying connected to our inner purpose, we can experience powerful transformation in our lives.
Wow, that's so true. The journey of healing begins with a single step. We hope today's discussion has inspired you all to take that step. Healing is a process and every small effort counts. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you. And remember that healing is not a destination, it's a journey of self discovery. We are here to support you, and we hope you continue to explore the power of healing in your lives.
Take care, everyone. Keep healing, keep growing, and we will see you next time. Thank
See
you so
you.
much.
Bye. Thank you.